Hello friends, this is Amir Malik. Today we are going to discuss array list in Java. Array list is also a complex data structure like arrays, 2D arrays. But array list is quite different from simple arrays. First of all, array list always starts out empty. Means when you create an array list object, it is empty. Means there are no items in the list. But as you know, when we create an array, and if its data type is integer like int, then all the blocks, all the slots of an array are initially populated with zeros. And if it is double, then 0.0. And if it is string, then populated with null values. And if it is a Boolean array, then all the blocks are populated with false. So when we create an array, its blocks are already populated with some values by default. But in the case of array list, all the objects, like all the blocks, are empty. The most useful feature of array list is resizable. Yes. Whenever you declare a simple array or a 2D array, you have to mention the values. For example, if you, okay, let me show you. So you can look at these statements. In this case, we have declared a single array and, with predefined values. So 5792, so there are 4 values in this array, means its size is 4. Similarly, we can declare an array with this method, like name of the array, new integer, and it's basically integer data type array, and its size is 4, means only 4 values can be stored in it. This is the same method, just square brackets and arr, like the name of the list, they have changed their places. So both are correct syntax. And if we have to declare a 2D array, then obviously data type, name of the array, and 2 square brackets, and then rows and columns. So 4 into 3, 12, means not more than 12 values can be stored into this 2D array. It means that arrays and 2D arrays, they are not flexible, they are not resizable. Once you declare their size, you cannot add values more than that. But in the case of array list, it is resizable. So you can add values from an array list, you can remove values from array list, and the size method, it immediately recalculates the size of the array list and tell you that what is the size of the array list. Remember, we don't talk about length of array list. Length is always, we normally use it with arrays, like simple arrays or 2D arrays. But when we talk about array list, we use a method which is called size method. So this is another difference. You should remember that in the case of array list, we use size method, not length. Okay, another difference is that array list, whenever you have to create an array list, you basically have to use import statement. Remember, when we have to take a value from the user, then we have to import a scanner utility. Similarly, if we have to use an array list, if we have to create an array list, we have to write this statement before the class name. Import java.util.arraylist. So if you see here, I'm just on Replit, and in the main class and in the main method, I haven't written anything. So I'll definitely start it later, but first that I have mentioned this statement, import java.util.arraylist. Without this statement, your program will not be compiled and it will get an error. Okay, other difference is array list can only store objects. Yes, in an array, we can use primitive variables, primitive data types, like int, int, or double, and we can use objects as well. But in array list, we cannot store primitive variables like int or double. We can only store objects in an array list. So for example, if we have to deal with integer values like int or double values, floating point values, then we cannot write int in the statement when we are going to create an array list, or we are not going to write double with small d in the statement. We have to use the complete word integer with capital I and complete word double with capital D. Basically, these are wrapper classes, and this is the reason the wrapper classes were created. We will discuss wrapper classes in a separate video, but right now you just need to remember that in array list we cannot write simple int or simple double with small d. We have to use integer complete word with capital I and double with capital D, because these are objects, these are not primitive variables. And last but not least, array list uses a pair of angle brackets like this, greater than, less than sign, to enclose the class name of the objects. In array list we don't use square brackets as we use in simple arrays or 2D arrays. So here is the syntax of an array list, that how can you create an array list. So first of all, you have to write array list with capital A and capital L. Without any space, you have to write it as it is, array list. And then in these angle brackets, you have to write the class name. It can be integer with capital I, or it can be double with capital D. Then after these angle brackets, you have to write the name of the array, then equal sign, then new, and then again array list, and then again class name, integer, and then we have two round brackets, like opening and closing of round brackets and semicolon. So this is the way you can create an array list of any class. Rather than writing array list, you can write the word list as it is. So array list and list, both terms can be used to create an array list, but list, L should be capital. So here are two examples. For example, we have to create an array list, and the name of the array list is my integers. So it is going to store integer object. So here in the angle brackets we have written integer with capital I. So first of all, array list, the keyword, then class name integer, then array name my integers, is equal to new, again class word, new is basically the keyword, then array list, again keyword, and integer, class name, and closing, opening and closing of round bracket. So this is the way you can declare one array list. And similarly, both these statements are same. The only difference is here, the term is array list, and here it is list. Similarly, if it is double, then array list, and inside angle brackets you have to write double, and all other terms are same. So either you can use array list or simple list to create an array list of any object. Okay, so let's make a code about array list in this Replit platform. So this is creation of an array list. So first, the keyword array list, and the class name is integer. My array L, it is the name of my array list, and then new, again keyword array list, again the class name integer, and starting of round bracket and closing of round bracket and semicolon. So this is the way we can create an array list. So now how can we add values into a list? So for this purpose we have to use a method. If we have to add the very first value, we will use my array L, like the name of my array list, dot add, and in the round brackets we will give the value. So the very first value at index 0 will be 4, and similarly I can add more values, my array L dot add, and then 5, 10, 18, 36, and these values will be stored at index 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So as we did not mention any index number, so that's why we can add as many values as we want in the array list, because it is resizable. So there is no limit that we cannot add more than that values. Just keep on using this add method and keep on adding values into your array list. Remember, in array list we use add methods. We don't traverse it by using a for loop or simply going through indexes. So this is the way we can add values in an array list. Now if you want to know the size of your array list, you can write system.out.println my array L dot size, and dot size is again a method, exactly like dot add is a method. Similarly, dot size is a method, and these round brackets can tell that this is a method. So I'm going to run this and it will tell you the size of your array list. And right now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values. So see, this is the output 5. So it means the array list size is 5. Another important feature of array list is if you want to print the values of array list. Remember when we had to print the values of array or 2D array, we had to use loops. For arrays, simple loop, and for 2D arrays we used nested loop. But in this case it is very simple. You just need to write this system.out.println, and in the round bracket you have to just write the name of the array list, my array L, and let's see how it shows the result. Okay, so first is basically this line, the size, which is 5, and then 4, 5, 10, 18, 36. So this is the way all the values of an array list can be printed. Okay, so if you want to print all the values, it is very simple, system.out.println, and then you have to write in the round bracket just name of array list and all the values will be printed. But what if you have to print a specific value at any specific index number? Then you have to write this statement, and for this statement you have to use another method which is called get method. So you have to write the name of the list dot get, and inside the round bracket you have to mention the index number. So this is basically this statement will give you the value which is stored at index number 2. So if we look at the values, index 0 4, index 1 5, and index 2 has 10, so the answer should be 10. Let's see what is the result. I'm going to run the program. Yes, 10. So for 2 it is not, it is basically at index number 2 it is 10. If I write index number 3, then it should be 18. I'm going to run it, and so this is the way you can get a specific value at any specific index number. So this is the result, 18. What we have learned so far is if you want to know the size of the array list, you have to use the method size. So name of the array dot size. If you want to know specific value at any specific index number, that you have to use get method. If you want to use all the if you want to print all the values of an array list, You just need to write the name of the array list and you will get all the values. So these are three very important. Oh, and the most important, we've got add. So add method is used to add values. Get method is used to get a specific value at any specific index number, and size method is used to get the size of the array list, not the length. Remember, length is for arrays or 2D arrays and size is for array list. Okay, the next method is remove method. Obviously, if we can add values in an array list, we can remove values from it as well. So if we have to remove any value at any specific index point, we have to write the name of the array, my array l dot remove, and because it is the method, in this round bracket you have to write the index number. So my array l dot remove, and then here you have to write any index number. So index number 2 is 0 1 2 10, so this value should be removed. Okay, so I'm going to run it. Okay, after running it, I think we should print the array again like this. So, and we should print the size of the array again, so we can confirm that one value at index number 2 is removed, and now the size is changed, obviously from 5 to 4. I'm going to run it, and okay, so initially array size was 5, array list size 5, and then 4 5 10 18 36. Then we removed at index number 2, so 10 is removed, and now we have 4 5 18 and 36, and its size is 4. So in today's video, we learned how to create an array list, then how to add values by using add method dot add array list name dot add method to add values, then to remove values array list names dot remove, and when we add, we have to mention the value, like we have to add this value. But when we have to remove, then we have to remove the index number. We can remove the specific value as well, and we can add values at a specific index number as well. So we are going to learn that too. Okay, so before moving towards like new methods, one concept is very, very important, and many times it can be confusing as well. Let's see, like I'm going to remove whatever is at index number 1, and I'm going to remove whatever is at index number 2. Right now at index number 0 we have 4, at 1 we have 5, at 2 we have 10, and then at 3 we have 18, and at 4 we have 36. So if we look at the code, logically at index number 1 like 5 and index number 2 10, these two values should be removed. Okay, let's see what is the result. Means 5 and 10 should be removed, and the answer should be when we print the values of array, the answer should be 4 18 and 36. But is it so, or result is different? Let's see. So, and this is very important for APCSA exams as well. So the answer is 4 10 and 36. Why? Like why 5 and 18 deleted? Why 5 is okay? 5 is removed because we have to remove 1, but why 18? Why not 10? Okay, now let me explain it to you. As I told you, at the very beginning of the video, that when you add or remove values, size method automatically recalculates the values and set their index points. So first of all, this statement number, okay, just let me adjust the screen. Instruction number 16, it will be executed, and whatever value is at index number 1 will be removed. So this value is gone. I'm going to make it a comment like this. So this value is gone. Now we have 4, 10, 18 and 36. Right after this 16th instruction, the array list will automatically be adjusted, and now the 4 is at index number 1, 10 is at index number 4 is at index number 0, 10 is at index number 1, 18 at index number 2 and 36 at index number 3. So then it will move to the next instruction, and index number 2, the value at index number 2 will be removed. So now 4 is at 0, this is at 1, this is at 2 and this is at number 3. So according to the new index number, this 2 will be removed, means wherever is at 2, which is basically 18, that will be removed. So this is a very important concept, and sometimes it becomes confusing as well. And in APCSA exam, there are lots of questions about this concept. So you should remember that when one statement is executed, either it's add or it's remove, the size of your array list is automatically changed and updated. So this is very, very important concept. Okay, now we can use this add method in a different way. For example, right now we have 4, 5, 10, 18 and 36 at index number 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I want to insert a value somewhere inside the array list. For example, I want to add 85 at index number 2. At index number 2, right now we have 10. It means it will come between 5 and 10. So 4, 5 and then 85 and then 10 will have to make space for it. So if 85 is at index number 2, then 10 will automatically go to index number 3. So yes, this is another way to add value. So okay, let's use these statements again, so I can check how the new array list looks like after the change. So okay, so it will simply, just to differentiate it, I should print it here, not here. So I'm going to run this program. And you will see that 4, 5, 10, 18, 36 will become 4, 5, 85, 10, 18 and 36. So after the new value, the size has become 6. Initially it was 5. One value is added at index number 2 and 10 is basically moved towards right side to give space to 85. So this is the way we can insert a value inside an array list. Okay, so we just added a value in the array list, but what if we have to replace an existing value with a new value? For example, if we want to replace this 10 with a new value, we just don't want to insert a new value between 5 and 10 at some other point. we just want to replace an existing value. For example, we have to replace this 10 with some other value. So just use another method which is called set method. So set method is used to replace an existing value with a new value. So now let's see what happens. So 4, 5, obviously they are same. 10 will be replaced with 85, and then 18 and 36 will be same. So before this change and after this change, size will remain same because we did not insert a new value. We just replaced one existing value with a new one. So let's run this program and check what is, how does our array list look like, the new one. Okay, so I'm waiting for the result to come, and 3, 2, 1, yes. Okay, so see, the array list size is 5 and it has 4, 5, 10, 18 and 36, and after new value we have 4, 5, 85, 18 and 36, and size is same 5. So this is the way we can insert new values in an array list, or we can replace values, we can add. So you have to remember these methods: add method to add a value in array list, remove method to remove any specific value from the array list. And if you give two parameters in add, like first parameter is the index number. If you want to add a value at a specific index number, then you can insert 2 comma, means this 36 will be added to index number 2. So this is the way you can use add method. And then get method is used to get a value at any specific index number. If you want to print a specific value which is stored in a specific index number, then you can use get method. And set method is used to replace an existing value with a new one. So these are some very, very important methods for array list. I hope you must have learned some new things. And if you like my video, then what you have to do? Yes, you have to subscribe my channel. You have to give me your feedback. If you like my videos, if you don't like my videos, for example, if you don't like my videos, you can write in the comment section that what can I do to improve, the quality or the standard of my videos. I'll be, more than happy to read your comments. And if you want to, if you want to ask something about Java and all these topics, you can write in the comment section. And for that, you have to subscribe my YouTube channel. Till next video, have a nice day.